Alright guys, well, here we go again. Episode 4. So, in this one I think what we're probably going to try and get done. We'll see if we can't get the interior right. We got to deal with that timing. And we'll get the winch off. And, of course, I got to order a bunch of parts. I'll pull the wheels, get that list done. Yeah, so, ain't getting her done sitting here talking to you. So let's get at her.
Need a new way to do the drug. Pointed shadow sunlight across the rug. If what's inside helps you survive, baby, there'll be no crying tonight. So that's seeing in a dream. I was feeling sick to silence its scream. I think it's time to follow the signs, baby. There'll be no crying tonight. No crying, baby. Walk for miles into the morning. I staggered in time to the song. The love inside sometimes makes me cry, baby. But there'll be no crying tonight.
Alright guys, well, I got the brakes apart, and as you can see, yeah, it's due for everything. So, guess we're ordering all the parts. You see, yeah, the drums aren't much better. I get up front here, and honestly, the rotor and whatnot, it's all old. It's been around a while. My suggestion will be to let's replace it for the cost. It's worth it for the vehicle. Alright, well, I'm going to start pulling the interior apart next, I think. Let's get at her. Alright guys, well, I'm on to taking the interior out now. There is a bolt at all four corners on these, but this one being the fun truck it wants to be, the cable is broken off underneath, so you can't pull the slide and move her forward. So I got the other side out already on the back. This one back here I'm going to have to do with a wrench, and that, as you can see, can be a slow and tedious process. I can get the fronts, they're laid in on an angle, so we can get them with the impact, but let's see if we can't get this sucker out of here. So we got one, like I said, at this back. This is going to be the worst one. I say I already got it cracked loose, but Let's see. Huh. That couldn't be that seal that's leaking on the shop floor. It's like a trans seal. Oh, starburst. Seat plug. Oh, a couple of quarters. Alright guys, a little update. Just sat down, had a chat with the customer. We're ordering some parts. We are doing complete brakes. We're not going to screw around. Take it all out, replace it all. We'll look at the lines and see what comes undone, what doesn't come undone, what's in the frame itself. Or the lines, they when you get down in there, they don't look too bad, but we all know how that works when you start taking things apart. So we're putting new flex lines, probably going to end up doing new rear steel lines, park and brake cables. Hey, here's one. Let's see what happens with the park and brake. Does it come off? Now that I got a drum off there. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm going to pull that other drum before we mess around with that. But, yeah, what the heck. Let's see what happens. These are pretty external, so pull and turn, it says. Yeah, they both tightened up. Did they come off? Let's see if they'll come off. Oh, that's... Oh, they came off. Oh, look at that. That, my friends. Uh-oh. One side did, the other side didn't. Well, I guess we're going to be into some fun there. Yeah, you know what they say. What the heck? Let's just give her. Oh, is that one even grabbed? May not have, because there's no wheel on this side. Oh, look at that. It isn't even doing anything. So I think we're going to be alright there. Alright, well, we see that. We did get all the interior out, guys. All the door panels are off. We're going to find new door panels. We're going to put a console and buckets. Probably buckets out of something more modern. He wants to find a set he likes. Like I told him, we can always modify the brackets underneath to make them work. We do got the technology. But the main goal now is we're going to get this all cleaned up. Get it ready for paint. We're going to order all the parts for the brakes. We'll get all them done. Next up, we're going to, as well, you can see here we got some nasties in here, so that's going to be a video on itself, is making this piece across the floor here. Now, I know it looks pretty crunchy up here, but it is pretty solid. So I think we're just going to basically give that a wire brush. It looks good underneath, and it's on a surface up here, so we'll strip out all this rock hard sound deadener that is stiff. I'll scrape all that out and probably just give the interior a rhino lining and put the rubber mat back in. Get that fender off. Still got to get that winch out of there, but we're making progress. Alright guys, just little things need to happen. Let's get these wipers and trim off the windshield. See if they're going to come off anyways. Oh, that one was easy. Maybe I spoke too soon. Oh, there we go. One. I like to put the nuts back on because you don't get your threads full of paint at the paint shop, and yeah, you don't lose them either. Do the other side, see if it's as happy to come off. That was happy to come off. Oh yeah. Alright, now we are buying new wiper arms because I don't know if you can see it in the camera there, but I could put these in the blast cabinet and clean them up, but as you can see, for the price of them, we might as well just put new ones on. Then you get strong springs, because you get the people that when an ice storm's coming, they like to flip them up. And if you leave your wipers flipped up too long or too often, it weakens the spring back here, and then you wonder why you never get a strong sweep on your windshield. So, you know, putting them up for an ice storm is one thing, but don't leave them up too long. Alright, let's get this trim out of here. Now, this one came off because it almost fell off. The clips are pretty nasty. We're going to have to get some new ones. But you can buy, if you go to your Princess Auto, or, oh, I can't even think of what you guys call it in the States there now, but they sell these plastic paddles. And they're great for getting in behind. They don't mar the paint. And let you kind of pull things up and slide things out of the way. Now, look at the dirt that collects in there. Isn't that crazy? Alright. slide it the other way. Yeah, these clips are pretty brittle. I think we're going to be getting new ones all the way around. Alright, just slide that over. As you can see, the clips are just snapping off, which happens on older vehicles, but you can buy these parts, so the glass shop usually keeps them in stock. These little guys here, they get brittle, they break. Yeah, I think we're gonna pull all that out and just get rid of all of the junk in there. See if we can get this top one out too. Now these are supposed to be chrome. Somebody's painted them black, and as you can see, chrome is one of those fickle things to paint. Alright, back over to the other side, get that one under there. Now we're going to have to do a windshield to this. We'll do a video on that down the road. Now these clips are pretty much done. I think we're going to be replacing them all because they are all pretty brittle and broken. But we'll deal with that down the road. Right now we're getting her off to paint is our goal. Alright guys, let your wipers and your trim out of the way. We'll deal with that painted chrome. We can probably shine her up. A little steel wool will do wonders. Let's get this valance out of here because it doesn't need to be on there for the paint job. It can be painted on the side and put on after. It's one less area to mess with, and those are a bit of a pain. Oh yeah, where are you? Come on now. Everyone puts them in a different place. Oh, there it is. What do we got across the front? We got a rubber seal. Let's get that out of there. Yeah. A little bit of fuzzy in there. There it is, one Phillips. Got to find my stubby Phillips, I guess. There it is. One stubby little Phillips. Is it stubby enough? No, of course not. Maybe just stubby enough. Yeah, we gotta get that wiper, the squirters out of there. Now, the one thing about these valances, they got that vent across, and they are a total pain to sand for paint. So what I like to do, it doesn't quite fit in my cabinet, but I can leave the door open and throw a sheet over, and I kind of blast the fuzzies off so the paint will stick to it a little better. Oh yeah. Oh, I love when a plan comes together. Didn't some famous person say that? Oh, there's that rubber seal in there. There's 3 screws, and now that comes out. Oh yeah, look at all that fuzzy goodness in there, guys. I'm just gonna pull you off the stand here. All right. All of this goodness in there. If you don't take that out in your painting, all of this, it doesn't matter how many times you hit it with the air line, all of this greatness just blows out into your paint job. And you can tell somebody, whoever painted this last time, it's been painted before, this, they didn't get in here and sand, because this is all just rolling off. Yeah, that's pretty gnarly. So we're going to do our part and get all this out of there and clean it up. So at least this time we paint. Oh, look. Hey, Fievel. How long you been living in there? Oh, look at all that goodness. Oh, yeah. We're going to get all that out of there, too. All right, guys. That's enough of this. I got some, I'm going to have to get the Mouse Sucker 10,000 out again. And let's see if we can get rid of all of the nastiness in there. But, yeah. I'm going to take these grills out of here. Let's see if that's going to pop out one-handed. There we go. Yeah, this, you can tell the heat. And all of this crap that's in here, this is where the air is drawn for your fan. If you're sucking air from outside, this is where it comes from. So all of that crap in there would end up going through your heater and defrost. And oh man, that would smell good. So I tell you guys, we'll be back. Alright guys, when we last left this engine compartment, hope that fan's not too loud. It's pretty chilly out there today. We were talking about having to reset the distributor because we think it's out a couple of teeth. So I do find that with the breather on, it does run much better, but not 100%. It still can't time it. So let's see if we can move this, see where this thing's pointing. I think number one is this guy right here. So we want that pointing up to the radiator cap, really. Let's see what we can get. Alright guys, let's see if this thing's going to run. Hook up the battery, got the breather all back together. See if we got the timing a little closer now. Moved her back 3 teeth, I think, roughly. Well, that sounds better. See what happens if we advance that a little bit. but way better than it was. I'm still waiting for plugs and wires and rotor and cap, so at least I can move it on its own power now. There you guys. See if we can get rid of this beast of a winch. As you can see, I've got the Northern Ontario recovery system hanging up here. Yeah, it's pretty bright up there. And we've got it tied with a cable because I don't even want to guess what this thing weighs. Now, I could get the hot wrench out, but you know, not everybody's got one of those. And I got some flammable items around here, so I think I'm just going to see if we can't zip these off with the zip cut. I think I can get at them pretty easy down here. So like I said, somebody welded the buggers, so I think I'm going to go for the bottom ones first. And then, yeah. And then we'll come up and take that top one off on both sides and see what we get. So I'll put you guys up here. I got this on time lapse too. If you got earbuds in, it might be the time to take them out. Oh, let's see if we can get this sucker. There we go. Looks like a pretty good spot. Let's see if we can cut these buggers. How bad are these bolts going to be? Alright guys, there it is, on the ground. I won't bore you with me giving myself a hernia trying to move it, but it's definitely not light. But I tell you, I think the front of the truck come up an inch or two. She does sit better without it on there. I think that winch may be just a little bit overkill. Alright guys, that's going to wrap her up for this week. We didn't get her done. We got that winch off there. We got their timing set. She's running a lot better now. We ordered a pile of parts, which hopefully will be here. Probably not for the next video, but I think we're going to try and get that box done in the next one, or maybe we'll take her outside, do some power wash and see if we can't clean this frame and whatnot up. We did get that interior all out of there. As you can see, we do need to clean her up a bit, but that's what the power washer's for. Next episode, we'll probably make that patch on the other side that we saw we need to do. Yeah, we're going to have to make another trip out to that wrecking yard soon too, get some interior pieces. But, till then, oh, and thanks Ian, the music's great. Like, subscribe, tell a friend, and don't do what I do unless you got bail money. Be good, guys.